So what I have done so far is number one, okay, earmark all the technological trend that I'm personally interested in. So I talk about blockchain, talk about EVAV, I talk about health tech, AR, and robotics. So these are the tech areas, technology trend I am interested in. I would definitely love to invest in them if possible. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is to actually, how do I invest in all these technological trend? So number one, I want to first share my investment plan. Now, if I want to invest in them, what are some of the investment parameters I'll be using? So number one, what is the objective if I invest in them? So obviously, if I invest in all these technology trend, it's never about, it's not going to be about dividends. Okay, makes sense, right? This is definitely called growth investing. That means we expect their business to be very good eventually. You know, obviously, their income will go up, their revenue will go up, and of course, the stock price will go up. So if I were to invest in them, my target is what I call multi-bagger. Okay, at least 100% return. So if I buy a stock $1, I only sell at $2 minimum. Okay, that is the point of investing kind of counter. If I only just want like 10%, 20% return, then of course I go and stick to the same old, like, Apple, Microsoft, whatever, all the same old. Uh, you know, uh, don't need to take so much risk. So if I want to invest in the kind of technology, I want at least 100% return. So that's why I only focus on smaller cap counters. Okay, not that like Apple is not into AR, not like, for example, Nvidia is not into blockchain. No, okay. So a lot of all these big companies, they're also into the technological trend that I've highlighted. But it's more difficult for them to, achieve 100% return or more. So Apple, I think it's already like $300-$400 to 100% return. That means must say 800. So it's a little bit more difficult. So whereas we have smaller cap companies, the potential of being a multi-bagger, at least 100% return is actually higher. Of course, the other way is true as well. So potential for the stocks to go bankrupt or the company to go bust is also higher, relatively speaking, to all the bigger names. So in any case, I think if I were to invest using this THEME, THEME, okay, that is what I want to do. Okay, so that's my objective. So time frame is usually the price will actually move up when the technology matures. So let's say, for example, EV. Now only 25% in China people use EV, but when it hit about 70% of people using EV, that means you should see the price going up already. Or either that hit major milestones, like for example, if you talk about personalized medicine, okay, so maybe the authorities has approved, or talk about telemedicine. So that means like, for example, one day our HSA saying that, okay, you can actually also consult doctor via, Zoom, okay, with a US doctor, so on and so forth. Okay, so major milestone. So usually take about 1 to 3 years. So that's the time frame. Okay, the next thing is that I'm investing for the future. So it is okay if currently there's no profit, or currently P is actually quite high now. Okay, if you actually want to find a stock that is in this category, potential multi-bagger, current profit, very difficult. So we have to be realistic, cannot have everything. So for this category, I'm okay. If currently the company is not making profit, in fact losses, I'm okay if the P is very high. Okay, so basically, yes, even if they don't meet my 6 tests, okay, I can still consider. I will still consider. Okay. And of course, we have to acknowledge that these are very high risks. So what if we invest in the wrong technology? Like, for example, EV. Maybe, after a while, there is other forms of vehicle that pop up. Okay, it's possible. It's possible. The story that came closest to me was, I don't know, if you're investing long enough, there's actually this company called Pacific Radiance. There's this company called Swiber. I don't remember. So they actually invest in the technology of deep sea. Okay, so basically this company, what they do is the oil dredging. Okay, that means they actually go and retrieve oil from the seabed. So they're actually very good at oil rigs. And what happened here is this, there was this study that the shallow water oil is actually going to be depleted soon, right? So they actually want to go to deep sea, do the deep sea oil dredging. Okay. So this company go and invest in all this technology, but after a while, they realize, that's not true. There are actually other cheaper energy source. I think at that point, I was sheer gas. So all these companies now all gone already. Okay, Pacific Radiance, Swiper. I think for those who are invested long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's one. The tangent can be wrong. Like for example, blockchain. Maybe one day people can say that no blockchain is going to happen, then that's it, gone already. Or Bitcoin is not going to happen. Bitcoin has no real use, then gone already. Okay, or either that no evidence that company can succeed. So all the companies, because they are smaller cap, so even if they are the right technology, can they last till the day whereby the technology matures? Not, we don't know. Okay, so it's super high risk. So please, yes, I'm actually going to share some company names. Please take note that is super high risk. And for me to mitigate the risk, right, this is how I'm going to do it. Number one, all the stocks, they don't need to pass the 6 tests, but they must pass the current ratio and debt equity ratio test. Okay, so this is my criteria. If they fail these 2 tests, cannot, then I also won't invest. So at least I know that they have no pressure from the loan side. So to me, I only go for stocks that pass these 2 tests, not the 6 tests, but these 2 tests must pass for me. Okay, number 2, like I like to say, you need to kiss at least 3 frogs to find the right prince. So basically, it's like let's say EV, I cannot just invest in one EV company. Okay, I will invest in a few EV companies. So hopefully at least one of them turn out well. Then if one of them hit 100% return, probably net my gain should be quite okay. Okay, and of course, thirdly, like I said, to invest in this area, I only use my gambling fund. Definitely not my retirement fund. It's basically money that I can afford to lose, money that my wife don't know about. Okay, so this is my investment plan. Any question on this? Questions, comments? And of course, this is specific to the today's topic of investing in technological trend. So of course, this part of my investment, very small amount, only probably 10-20% of my own personal funds. My main buck, 70-80% is actually still, of course, my good old dividend investing, income investing, buy hold, collect dividends from REITs. So that is my main part. This one is, like I said, I like to call them gambling funds.